Why don't you just listen to some dead air?
You know, I think Evan Showman, I think his headset died.
What are you talking about?
I can't even stop laughing right now.
I don't even say nothing yet.
I think that the shock of having you back on the show has broken Evan Showman's headset. So basically, let me just introduce you. Actually, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, so go ahead, Renato.
Oh, I'm on the air right now?
You are on the air, my darling.
I'm here. I don't hear Evan, but I'm going to pretend he's there. How everybody's doing out there in the TapouT world? All the listeners, I say hello to you. I come here so I can teach you guys the best way to think about the fights gonna come up for UFC 145.
Well, that's exactly what we want to hear. But the first thing I want to ask you really, really fast is, what was your experience like with Ronda Rousey?
My experience, I'm not the kind of guy who's gonna kiss and tell. But my experience was how can I say, it was intoxicating. She's a very beautiful, and she has her behind look like it looks strong, like she is part deer, or maybe has some donkey in there, and I like that.
Did you say Did you say she had donkey in there?
It can be that. But I'm not sure. Something in there is magic. It's like when you see a centaur, have it play some flute, but have it, the lower half also look like you have it's strong.
That's incredible, incredible. So we finally have Evan Showman back with us, and Evan, I got to tell you, you messed things up so bad that I couldn't even stop laughing because we were already on air when you dropped out. So I just let Renato introduce himself to our listeners, and he was just telling me that Ronda Rousey has some deer in her, or maybe some donkey.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I wouldn't say donkey, but I could see deer.
Right now, I don't mince words when I say that stuff. It don't matter to me.
I thought he was going to say racist.
Either one, I can't have that.
Now, did you ever secure a date with her?
I can't say. You're going to have to ask her for that one, but I can't say, but yes.
Okay. Oh, you can't say, but yes. Okay. So yes, you did secure your date. Okay. So first thing we want to do is we want to start with the undercard for UFC 145, and so.
God, please. I'm gonna start some undercard. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So are you excited about this card at all? What's the fight you're looking forward to the most?
I'm very excited for this card. That's the reason why I wanted to come here, because since they don't have some Brazilian fighters in the whole card, I guess you're going to need some Brazilian fighter who's going to say some stuff about it, because I don't know why they're going away from that, but that's another story.
Well, I'm pretty sure Maximo Blanco is Brazilian, right?
Who's that guy? Who's he fighting?
He's fighting Marcus Brimage from last season of The Ultimate Fighter.
Are you talking about the fight they have on MySpace?
Yes.
MySpace?
I don't concern myself with those ones. It's bad enough I have to talk about the undercard.
So how
let's start. Can we start with Mac Danzig, for Christ's sake?
Well, why don't you just give us just a really quick off the top of your head pick out of Maximo Blanco, your countryman, and Marcus.
Oh my guy, I'm sorry for Maximo, but he's a Brazilian, so I'm gonna give to that guy. He's a black guy. He has a bald head. He's gonna be tough, but the Brazilian guy gonna win that one.
Okay, all right. So Maximo Blanco is going to win that. Okay, how about the next fight? Chris Clements and Keith Wisniewski.
I'm going to go Chris Clements because if he's on the same poster, I believe, as me for the TapouT promo. That's correct?
Yes.
So I'm going to say him because if he don't look good, then I don't look good.
Okay. Now, I have to go back for a second to Maximo Blanco because I was informed that he is not Brazilian. He is Venezuelan. Does that change your mind any at all?
That changed my mind the whole way. Venezuela. Caralho, they don't have some, they don't know how to fight. They had some guy, they had the Ricardo Machuban. That's it.
Okay. So now we're going to move on to Mac Danzig and Efren Escudero. Give us your breakdown on that fight.
I like that's such a fight. I like it. I'm going to have to go Mac Danzig. Even though his brother, that guy is Danzig, that guy he's play Hard Rocky.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
He was knocked out by that security guard backstage. I saw that on YouTube. But I think Mac is a better fighter than that guy. I think also Mac is a vegetarian. He's a vegan. And he's been promote fruits and vegetables. So I think he's going to be strong, have a lot of energy to take care of that guy. It's Efraim Esquadero.
Okay. So Mac Danzig by fruits and vegetables.
Maybe you can't say it that way. It's a better, you take the words right from my mouth.
See, look at me. I'm on a different wavelength. I'm connecting mentally with Renato here. I love it. So, okay.
That makes one of us.
That makes... You know you're connected with me. You know you're connected.
I'm just joke with you.
I know.
We have a good connection.
Yes, we do. Now, how about John Makdessi and Anthony Njokuani?
That one is not so hard because that guy is Anthony and Kwame. How you say that? And you took Kwame. It reminds me of that in the 90s they have a rapper. His name is Kwame. He's a boy genius. But you don't know that guy. So you're gonna that's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna say he's to fight that guy John Makdessi. I think he's like some kind of Arab guy who lives in Canada. Nobody ever heard that guy. Anthony Njokuani is he from? He's too dark to lose. He's very dark, and they say the berry is sweet for the guy to fight. And also, if you remember, was a movie. Wesley Snipes in that one. It's called Passenger 57. Say to that guy, "Have you ever played roulette?" And the guy say, like with the attitude, he say, "On occasion." And then Wesley Snipes go, "Always a bet on black." Then I can't say the same thing for the fight, that one.
Okay. So, okay, predict a round for me.
I'm going to say first round or early second round knockout.
Okay.
That guy.
Njokuani.
Makdessi going to get knocked out.
Okay. All right, and the next fight is going to be Matt the Immortal Brown and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. How do you see that one going down?
I don't think Matt Brown is going to stay immortal for much longer because I like Stephen Thompson. I like that guy. He's a young guy. He's up and coming. And that thing I like about him, he's bringing a karate style to the UFC. And like we never seen that like him before, and I think he's a karate guy. I think you have to remember a karate man read on the inside. They don't be showing their weakness. You remember that from Trading Places. Eddie Murphy talk about that. He also talk about check a quarter blood technique, where he take a quarter blood from that guy's body. But Billy Ray Valentine, who he played in the movie, was a chain belt for Kung Fu, not from karate, but it's the same.
Okay. All right, so you're taking Wonder Boy in this one.
I'm going to take Wonder Boy.
And what round and how do you think it's going to happen?
I think Wonder Boy is going to touch him up for the first round. And then Max Brown is going to say, I'm going to start to wrestle with that guy. And I think Wonder Boy is going to stop him from taking him down because he can wrestle. I think he's going to kick him in the face. And he's going to knock that guy out. It's going to be the end for round 2.
Okay, so Wonder Boy, end of round 2 by a knockout. And that knockout's going to come from a kick, just in case you guys out there listening want to know. Okay, this next fight is pretty interesting to me, and that's Travis Brown and Chad the Gravedigger Griggs. How do you see that fight going?
God, that's the two big guys. That's the two big. I mean, this is like a coin toss. I mean, you have a Travis Brownie, and you have a Chad Griggsy, and those guys is big, and they both so gorgeous. I think they're two of the most important guys they have the UFC today, and they have it big. But then Chad Griggsy also I think even more. He's more strong, but it's tough because Travis Brown is from Hawaii, so that guys have screw loose from China, and I think they can bring some that spirit that DJ Penn had from China.
Okay, all right. So are you picking Travis Brown?
I'm on the fence that one. Which one you like for that one?
What's what?
Which one you like quickly?
I like Chad Griggs in that one. He spoils everybody else's fight, so I'm going to say that he's going to spoil again and defeat the odds, and I think it's going to be by a knockout in the first round.
God, somebody's going to get knocked out that one, but I can't. My mind want to say it's Chad Griggs, but my body is to say it's Travis Browning. My mind is telling me no, but my body is to say to me yes.
So we're going to go ahead and keep you on the fence for that one.
That's okay.
Okay, the next fight is a grappler versus a striker. We've got John Alessio going up against another Canadian and Mark Bocek. How do you see it going?
God, I'm inclined to go for Mark Bocek because that guy he has a very good jiu-jitsu. He's a strong jiu-jitsu. He showed that China again, and on top of that, he looked like the bully from the Christmas Story. What was that guy's name? It's Scott Farkas, that guy who was beat up, and what's his name? Who drinks some Ovaltine. His name was Halfie.
Ed Begley.
Ed Begley.
Not Ed Begley.
I'm not talking about Hill Street Blues over here. I'm talking about A Christmas Story.
I don't know what his name is.
Where's that guy? That guy from A Christmas Story, he's a bully. He had the hedge hair. And then when that kid Halfie, top of him, he chucked some slang words. He go, shit, I'm fucking rocking. I'm going to hit you some more because you was make fun of me. You don't know that one. I see.
Yeah, that's
I see. He don't look like Peter Billingsley. He looked like the guy who was beat up Peter Billingsley. He was the guy who that guy.
Yeah,
with the head
Scott
hair.
Farkas. Scott Farkas. He
Yeah,
had yellow eyes.
He had yellow eyes. God help me. He had yellow eyes.
No, I know it's off the subject, Renato, but who was his? Do you remember what his number one go-to guy was, Mr. Scott Farkas?
Well, his number one, what he was to, God, what he was to do to the kids?
He was, like his number one command. What was his name?
Oh God, it was I can't remember that one. Froggy.
Grover Dill.
You had a better memory than me. All I remember was that he showed that kid to, when I say call me, you better call me. I remember that. And then when he said that to John Alessio, I think John Alessio, he has a lot of fight experience. That guy's had a lot of fights. But I'm not sure because his name sounds like Italian, like Alessio. But his face and his body look like a small version of the Matt Horowitz. He reminds me of that guy. He had like the same hair, the same face.
Can you tell us how good Matt Horowitz smells? I heard it's like
Matt Horowitz smell like a combination from it smell like a garlic, but also smell like also an African cab driver. He smell like he could sell some incense and some essential oils in Venice Beach.
Okay. Now, did we go over Hominick and Eddie Yagan yet?
No, we don't do that one. We were still focused on Hitchy Cunningham from Mark Wojcicki days.
Right. Hitchy Cunningham. Okay. So Mark Hominick and Eddie Yagan. Let's hear your breakdown.
That one, I think it's like Mark Hominick is a tough guy. He's a good fighter. He have a lot of skills, but he had some bad luck lately. So I think they want to throw to that guy a bone because the last fight he fight that Brazilian guy he fight Jose Aldo. He was make Hominick to like the Elephant Man. I think he wants to throw to his bone. He's gonna fight that guy. Nobody heard of that guy. It's Eddie. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much bad stuff yet because he's like a Filipino, and I know a lot of nice looking girls. I don't want to burn no bridges with those.
Okay, I understand.
But Mark Hominick is gonna win that one. He has that one in the baggie.
How about Miguel Torres and Michael McDonald?
Now you're talking my language. I like Miguel Angel Torres because I don't know if you know that, but he's one of my students. I train him.
No, I didn't know that.
Even though you don't know that, you can ask him. Even though he's a Mexican, I had to decide that he can train with me and with cheap fruit and vegetables. In Brazil, called fruits and vegetables. So if you know he's trained with me. He's trained with me. His jiu-jitsu is deadly. It's gonna be second to none in there, especially that weight class. He used to fight with me, and he's also had some stuff. He's very proud to be Mexican. Carajo, I don't know why, but he's very proud. So he called the style he used when he gets to the ground. He likes to call it brown and pound. Don't ask me. That's come from him. And the guy who it's like, I don't know why the UFCs even do something like this because that guy Michael McDonald's going to get hurt in one. I'm telling you guys, he's too old to fight MMA. The first place, he should have never left at the Doobie Brothers to go solo. That was the first problem I have, Mike McDonald. But now he's made a big mistake because I don't think he should go back to semi.
You miss Yamo Be There? What if Michael McDonald walks out to his own theme song, but Yamo Be There?
I think Yamo gonna get knocked out. Yamo gonna be lying there because I don't, he say I keep forget we're not in love anymore, but he keep forget that he should go back to sing. I mean, Carayo, after the fight, he's gonna be lucky he can get some session work for Steely Dan.
Yeah, I heard they're hiring.
They might be. But to make a long story to be short, I feel like Miguel is going to take that one hands down.
Okay, now how about Brendan Schaub, Ben Rothwell?
Oh, we have the pretty boy. It's Brendan Schwab. I think I don't know. I mean, it's like sometimes in this business, it's like who you know. You know, it's like, you know, it's not necessarily who you fight, how you can fight is who you know. Because I think just because Brendan Schwab is related to Charles Schwab, they give him, he contribute to the Fertitta, and they give him because he have a lot of money. They're gonna give him that easy fight because I think they feel sorry for him to get beat up in Brazil. So that's why they give to him that guy, you know, that chubby white guy, so he can have some revenge. That guy, Ben Rothwell.
Okay, so Brendan Schaub.
I think don't get me wrong. I like Ben Rothwell, but he has a good heart. But he also has a chubby stomach, and also has some chubby cheeks.
So you're saying if he ate his fruits and vegetables, he might make 205.
He might have a chance. I mean, Brendan Schaub, I don't know. I mean, he's gonna win that one, but they're gonna throw a dog a bone on that one. I don't want to chalk it bad for Benny Rothwell because I do like that guy, but he's a get tired, and he needs to sit down.
Okay. Now, how about the last two fights here? Rory McDonald and Shea Mills.
Caralho, Rory McDonald. I like Rory McDonald very much. He's very strong. I don't know why you laughing.
You know what, Renato, real quick, I got to interrupt. I swear to God, I know why she's laughing. It's the show The Walking Dead. She hates the main character, Lori. She calls her Hori, and then so you call Rory Hori, and it's just getting to her right now. Am I even close, Brooklyn?
Like that one.
Somewhat, yes. I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
I don't mind if I do.
Thank you.
As I was saying, I was that Rory McDonald. He have a lot of skills. I think he's like coming up in the game. I would be afraid for that guy. I would be afraid to face that guy because when you look at his eyes, it's like he's like a serial killer. He's like he looked like a quiet guy, like that kind of kid who is bringing a gun and gonna open fire the whole place for the school. He looks like that kind of kid who is play a lot of video game at home and maybe he do some cuts for his army and he listen to some The Cure, some stuff like that. But I think he's tough. I don't know where he get that name, the Water Boy.
I think he liked the movie, The Water Boy.
Caralho. That makes it one of him. Then that guy he's a fight, Shea Mills. I've been seeing some stuff for YouTube for the guy. I don't think he's fought anywhere besides YouTube, but I know he's from. I know he's from Glaucoma Shire, England, something like that. Where he comes from?
Shea Mills.
He comes from England.
But where's the place from? Glaucoma Shire, Glaucoma Chester, some stuff like that.
Gloucester.
Gloucester. Yeah, he comes from England. But I'm confused because the guy, he looked Puerto Rican or he looked Dominican. And it's like he remind me of that kind of guy. So those guys usually know how to fight. They usually can slap box. They're also good at play handball and stickball. So he can have some skills from that. If he was from Liverpool, then I may say he has a better chance to win because some of those guys, the scouts, they talk it like, I'll bop you, kid. I'll fucking end you, lad. You know, they talk like that. They go like, you get me, kid. I'll fucking end you, lad. Hey, Chucky, I have a friend, he said, Jay Chow, he talked like that. He said, Dad, he's like half Chinese, but he lives for Liverpool. I give a big shout out to guys in Liverpool, and also for my boy, is Hayuven. He has some videos, but I get off the subject. I'm gonna take Jorge McDonald for that one.
Okay.
All right.
Every time I finish the talk, I hear like 10 minutes of silence, and then I think his body's not there.
I'm processing what you say, and I'm like, and I have to think about it. Okay, you said Rory McDonald, then I go, okay, Rory McDonald. He's picking Rory McDonald. Okay, like that. Yeah, I got to get that thing. I won't do that when you talk about Rashad Evans and John Jones.
I don't mind because I'm gonna say what I gotta say regardless. So I get to the mid-range. That's the one everybody been waiting for. In the one, you may think I'm crazy for this one, but I'm gonna go for the black guy. I'm gonna win this one because he's more athletic.
Okay. I'm picking Rashad Evans.
You're gonna go with Rashad.
Taking Rashad. Is that okay? What do you think of that?
I think that's a big mistake because I think Jones is like he's too athletic for him. He's gonna hunt circle around that guy, and I think he have a long reach, and he's too fast. He's gonna make Evans to look like a Fred Sanford.
Fred Sanford.
Oh, and that should be kind because you might see after the first round he's gonna look even worse. After the first round he's gonna look like a Fred Sanford. After the second round he's gonna look like Grady. And then the third round, God, he might be looking like Aunt Esther. You all the heathen.
So, predict the round for me.
I'd like Jones to win in the third round. I think some people think that it's gonna be like a decision, something like that. But I think it's gonna be somehow Jones gonna beat that guy. I like Rashad. I think he's a good fighter. I think he has the chance to maybe knock out Johnny Jones with what he wants if Johnny slip up and try to get too cute. But it's gonna be like I said, it's gonna be like it's gonna look like what's the kid name from Good China? It's gonna look like Jimmy Walker versus Fred Sanford, and he's gonna be too fast for that guy.
Okay, all right. Now that we've got that in the books, we've got our UFC 145 official breakdown from you in the books. I have to ask you a couple of fan questions.
You can ask me some questions. God, I have 2 cats, and one just do something in the little box. It's like all the way the other side of the house, and I can smell that from here. It's nothing to make me want to puke. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mr. Incognito in our chat, he's from the Rogan board. He would like to know what your opinion is on the whole Alistair Overeem Bomba debacle is.
I think Alistair Overeem, he's like, I know I didn't know he's doing some stuff like that for years because he's so skinny. He looked like he was a member from that group LD Barge. Before, when he was fight in Pride, he looked like that guy saying it should have been for the rhythm or the night. And now he called me look like I don't know what that guy look like. He feel like a beige. He looks like the beige Hulk. And
Did you say the beige Hulk?
He looks like a beige Hulk. And I don't think. I'm just glad he's spared us from having to look that same high choppy fade that he was wearing too far past the 90s. He had some like tenderoni curls in the front. It was to think that was cute, but it was played out. It was to think he looked like he didn't play, but it was a true play. It was he played. It was play himself. And I think that it's no secret that he wants to eat some horse meat. He likes to take some kind of vitamins that it's not good to have. And he's doing what he has to do. But you know what? If I'm going to see that guy, I'm still going to fight. I'm not going to worry. So if I was Junior Dos Santos, don't worry about that guy. He's going to eat some horse meat. He's going to try to look like a big LD Barge. I'm not worried for that. I think they should still let the guy to fight because it's going to be even more embarrassed when he get knocked out by Junior Dos Santos. He's going to do that for Brazil. He's going to keep that belt in Brazil territory.
Okay. Now, I have another question from you coming from our chat. Mr. Ike Irandu wants to know if you think you could beat Rickson Gracie.
That's a loaded question because that's like a catch-22 because you're talking about, you said Rickson or Hoyler?
Rickson.
You didn't know Rickson Gracie is a great champion. And I come from a great tradition that his family make in Brazil. So for me to say I can beat guy is like to say I can beat one of my heroes. So maybe, even if I can't beat that guy, even if I can't beat that guy, I can't gonna say that. You know, he's old and I'm young and I'm in my prime, and if I probably can beat him I can beat easy, but I'm not gonna say that.
Okay. But we know you can, right?
I plead that's sixth.
Okay. Now, we have a girl in our chat named Haley, and she's here all the way from England, and she wants to know if you're single.
Where's she from, England?
She's from England, I believe somewhere by Liverpool or something.
She lives in Liverpool. God, those girls have a very harsh accent, live out there, but I still like it. Sometimes I can't get past that, and sometimes your body don't see a lot of sun. But if you come to LA, I'm gonna take you and gonna give you a nice time. I'm gonna show you how to drink some alcohol, and then I'm also gonna show I'm gonna give to you some intercourse. So if you wanna contact me for MySpace here, you can contact on Facebook. We can work something out like that.
Okay. Now, we just want to know a couple more things. for myself, I'd like to know what competitions you're going to be competing in this year. Because we all know you're like the 27-time Mundial champion, so I'm just wondering what you're entering this year.
I mean, don't focus on to enter too much grappling tournament right now. I focus on the UFC. I'm wait for the call from Jana and from Fertitta and Silva, Joe Silva. I know that I heard great line that they're gonna call soon. So I need just keep my body ready for that. My body, my mind. And I need just eat my fruits and vegetables. So I'm gonna be at some competition. I'm gonna be at that Gracie National, but I'm gonna be there as a special guest. So I'm probably gonna just judge, maybe referee, maybe just sign some autographs, maybe meet some fans, have some people to look at me, to see me, have the pleasure to be around a champion, because sometimes you don't have opportunity to have that. So I'm going to maybe give the kids some opportunity to be more close to me. Because if I'm on the floor going to fight, you're so far away, you can only take a picture. But here I'm going to stand out there, and I'm going to mingle with the normal people. I'm going to be with the low-life people.
The low-life people, okay.
Like more the poor people.
What weight class are you hoping to debut in the UFC at?
I'm gonna probably go 170, but I can go up to, if they need, I can go up to light heavy.
Oh, and you would be willing to go all the way up to light heavy?
If I have to do that, it's not the first time. When I was to fight Heel Heroes or Jungle Fudge, the first Bellator match I fight was in no weight class, and was no gloves. So that to me, that's like nothing.
Now, you fought on EOHIOs?
I don't fight on EOHIOs, and that's Captain EO. That's something different. That's it. I was fight. That's for Michael Jackson. I was fight on EOHIO. It's where they fight, the guys who fight for very little money on a hackerball court.
Who do you look forward to fighting in the UFC?
I want to fight that guy with a big mouth, Chael Sonnen. If there's anything left of him after he fight Anderson Silva, I want to fight anybody who has a big mouth and say stuff about jiu-jitsu, stuff about Brazil. I can't fight the one. I don't know if it's gonna take place in the UFC. It's gonna take place in. It's gonna take place in the Strike Force. It can be Bellator, but that guy Nick Diaz is to get too close for comfort with Honda Housey, and I heard he was to take her to do some mountain bike, and he was with her wear some. He liked to wear that outfit if you look like a one piece, a wetsuit.
A singlet?
It was true. He wear that. I don't know if you see some picture of him in practice to ride the bike, but he wears that stuff when he rides, and he tried to look provocative so they can pull outside the road and can make a picnic, and then he can smoke with her some ether, and they can then start to kiss and can do to third base, and then who knows? I don't know. I don't know if the guy is planning already to have some intercourse with her. But I'm gonna put a stop to that one. You can't believe me.
Okay. Would you be okay with being a co-main event, or are you holding out for being the headliner of the show?
If they want me to do that first one, it's gonna be a co-main event. It's gonna be an insult to me, but I'm gonna do that because the fans deserve to see that.
Okay. Now, somebody mentioned in here that they thought you had a wife. Is that true?
I have a wife, but she lives in Brazil. She takes care of the kids. and we like to separate. We separate now. Now I'm like a free bird. I'm like a young and single, and I'm headed to, to do that stuff.
Okay, now one last question, and then I promise I'll let you go. What do you think about MMA in New York and all of the stuff that they're doing to get it legalized? Is there something that you could add to the mix that would make it happen a lot faster?
I don't know, because you had that guy, Giuliani. He has a big mouth. He's not gonna let that guy to have it. Who they have there? Who's the mayor over there? Is it Giuliani or is it Jenkins?
I don't think either of them are doing anything right now.
I'm sorry, because the last time I go to New York, it was that guy Ed Gotch. But that's a different story. They have a lot of low lives in New York. There's been a lot of stuff for a long time there. For them not to have the MMA, it's like the pot to call the kettle fat. It don't make no sense. They have all kinds of, they have drugs. They have problems with marijuana there. They have crooked copies. They have all kind of WWFs. They have some boxing where those guys, they have some Mexican guys who do some boxing. The guy puts some plaster of Paris on the gloves. You have some guys, all kind of crazy stuff. But then you can't have martial arts. You can't have it. They're afraid to have martial arts. I mean, something seriously wrong with that one. I mean, somebody to make some money off that, and it's not me.
Okay. Now, what could you do, though? What if you maybe went over and put on an exhibition match or something like that?
I can do that, but let's be honest, who I'm gonna put the show for?
For everybody in the assembly.
For the assembly. So you want me, it's gonna be like the movie Flashdance, where they put the whole judges like that, and I'm gonna do like a show. I'm gonna do some top order in front of those guys, and to prove that I know they're gonna let me in there. I mean, I had some pride. I had some dignity. I'm not gonna do some stuff like that. They should be bowed to me. They should be come to me to ask me, hey, Nacho, why you can't have it? Please bring everything to us. We want to make some money. We want to see some stuff like that. We want to see some guys fight. We want to see those two black guys. I'm tired of that guy. Who is the mayor over there? It can make me sick.
Okay. Now you mentioned capoeira.
I'm gonna call through. I practiced that one, but you know what? I just got a better idea. I can call to my friend Al Sharpton, and I can call to Jess Jackson, and then we're gonna see what's gonna happen. They're gonna say there's not enough black guys that the MMA because they only have some guys who's African American.
And because of that, New York will instate MMA and make it legal and put a bunch of African Americans in there?
It can be like that. I don't know if you want to see on BET. They had a show which was, they tried to do an MMA show, was called the Iron Circle or something like that, where they was trying to show only black guys to fight MMA, and it was not a big hit.
Iron Ring.
And I think Jim Brown. There was the Iron Ring, and there was not the best, but Carajo, it reminded me of a cross between a Dolomite and that movie, The Beastmaster.
Oh my goodness. And folks, this is why we love Renato. So what I want to do for you right now, because I know we've taken a lot of your time and we have to get Stephen Wonderboy Thompson on, is I want to give you a minute or two.
Oh God, you have Stephen Wonderboy. Tell him I said you have my support. I like that guy, and he can't do that.
We certainly will. But first, what I want to do for you is I want to let you have a minute or two to shout out your Twitter, websites, anything you want where people can come to get instructed by you in the fine art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And also, if you could give a shout out to Giant Christoph in our chat room, that would be awesome.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to my guy. He's a Giant Christoph. He is a big, giant white guy. I can feel it. I don't know where you live, but I hope that you're training hard and you stay away from Eddie Bravo and Chance Lannick because that stuff is phony. And he's going to want you to put some tattoo on your body and on your lower back and to smoke deeper. And then I'm going to say some stuff about if you want to follow me for Twitter, you can follow on Renato. You see Renato, it's spelled like that, RENATO _ Laranja. And then it's spelled like Laranja. They're with a J. And then you can look for me on Facebook. And if you want to train with me, if you're lucky enough to come to Hollywood, you can train with me at Legends MMA. You can look up on the website, legendsmma.com. And I'm going to also give a shout-out to company that has been very supportive to me and has been making me a lot of money. It's called Counter Move Fantasy MMA. But it's not like, I don't know if they forget how to spell, but it's spelled with a K. It's spelled K and then Counter Move Fantasy MMA. So you can go on there. I mean, if you're not interested in make some money, then you can stay away from there. But if you like to win some money from just do nothing but watch some fights and pick some fantasy fights, then maybe that's the one for you. So you can look into that. And then also, the best one of all, the last but not least, I have to give a shout out to Melee Fight Gear. That's MELEE Fight Gear. Because they make the shirts, the best shirts in the world, the most popular shirts. They give you a lot of respect for yourself to wear that. That's the shirts, Renato Laranja. They have Renato Laranja Jiu-Jitsu shirt, and they also have that one, it's fruits and vegetables. So you can have all that stuff. All you have to do is send some money to have that. And that's easy as 1, 2, 3.
Well, that's awesome. And we're so happy to have you. We're definitely going to have to do this again very, very soon. I love your breakdowns. I love talking to you. It's always nice
I appreciate that.
It's always nice to get the expert point of view. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to extend an invitation to you to come back for every fight and do a breakdown for us. And we're going to cut to a short break, and we'll be right back with Stephen the Wonder Boy Thompson. So don't go anywhere, guys.